You wanna help cook? ¿Quieres ayudar en la cocina? Sí. Yay! You're gonna help me. Awesome. I love it when you guys help. You wanna help in the kitchen? Do you wanna help Daddy cook? How's it going, guys? Thank you for joining me today. Today I will be showing you how to make this delicious bowl of beans. I'll show you guys how to do it. Thank you for watching the channel. Now here I have about 4 cups. I have about 4 cups of beans. I've already gone ahead and rinsed them in cold water and cleaned them out. You want to make sure you definitely rinse and wash your beans and pick out any of the ugly ones that you see in there, and be very careful for some rocks. Sometimes beans from the store have little rocks in them and they're always dirty, so it's very important you get them nice and clean and washed off. So I'm going to go ahead and pour some cold water into these and let them soak overnight. As you can see, I got my water they're fully submerged. The water is clean. My beans are clean. So I'm going to leave them soaking overnight, and this is going to help get them to cook a lot faster tomorrow when I'm going to make them for lunchtime, and the girls and the family are really going to enjoy it. Alright guys, it's now the next morning. As you can see, my beans soaked overnight and they got a lot bigger. They absorbed a lot of the water. It's going to make them a lot quicker to cook, and this is going to be a super simple way of preparing them, and they're going to be delicious. You guys are going to see. You don't need very many ingredients. I'll show you what you need. Alright guys, this is what you're going to need to put in your beans for them to be very delicious. All you're going to need is just a little bit of cilantro, and actually that's optional. If you don't like cilantro, feel free not to add it. I feel like it enhances the flavor a little bit, and I don't add too much because my wife doesn't actually like it, so I keep it minimal in mine. 1 jalapeno. You can go ahead and de-seed it if you like a little less spice, or you can add more jalapenos and leave the seeds in. It's really up to you, however spicy you want to make your beans. I only add 1 and I de-seed it because my girls and my son do not like too much spice, and I want them to be able to eat the beans and enjoy them. So I only add 1 and I take the seeds out. We get 2 tomatoes, 3 garlic cloves, which I'm going to crush, half of an onion, 2 chicken bouillon cubes, and 2 links of Spanish style chorizo. I'm going to go ahead, I removed the casings from them, and I'm going to go ahead and crumble them up, and all this stuff is just going to be added into the beans, and it's going to give it a great flavor, and it's going to be very, very good. It's very simple. Everything can be chopped very roughly. You can go ahead and chop all this very roughly. As you see, my jalapenos I de-seeded and I just cut into slivers. My tomatoes I'm just cutting into big chunks very easily, like this, quartered, and then just chopped. My garlic, all you want to do is crush it, so just put it under your knife and give it a slap, and that's good. Onion, you can just go ahead and roughly chop. Just like that. That's all the knife work you really need for this dish. Now we're going to go ahead and crumble our chorizo, our Spanish style chorizo. We're just going to crumble it. Like I said, I already removed the casing, so it's just going to crumble like that. We're just going to crumble it. It's very important that you use Spanish style chorizo and not the Mexican style chorizo, because it's very different texture and it doesn't work as well with the Mexican style chorizo. You need the more firm, drier Spanish style. We're just going to do that to the chorizo. Alright guys, so I've went ahead and added all my produce, veggies to my beans. and along with my bouillon cubes. And I'm going to go ahead and add my chorizo next. Alright, so now I've added my chorizo in there, and I'm going to go ahead and turn on the flame. I'm going to want to cook this at a medium heat. Next, we're going to add just a couple of seasonings to really bring this over the top and give it some great flavor. We got a teaspoon of oregano, half a teaspoon of black pepper, and 1 teaspoon of salt. That's all we're going to need to add to it to give it some great flavor. You may need to add some more salt to taste afterwards. I definitely don't like to over salt it, so I add just a little bit to begin with, and then I adjust as I'm cooking and before it's completely done so I can get the flavor that I want. In my seasonings, I'm just going to mix everything together really good. And we're going to let it cook over medium heat until those beans are done, until they're nice and tender. And you're going to get some great flavor out of these beans.
Cheese.
Cheese.
Beep, beep, beep.
Are you in the bus? While we wait for the beans to cook, we have some fun outside.
What's you? Jump, 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 jump. Now let's go home.
Oh yeah. Alright guys, beans have cooked for about an hour and they are ready. They're looking nice and delicious. I got my little girl in my arms and she can't wait to get some. She's taking my phone. Oh, be careful. There's a hot baby girl.